Because you are sexy and you want the best in radio. You are listening to Sexploration with Monica, and thank you for doing that. Today, avant garde fine artist Nancy Peach will set fire to your understanding of sexiness and art and how the two of them combine. So I'm looking forward to hearing what you're up to these days because it's been quite a while.
I thought you were going to say you're setting fire to the underpants.
But would you? I bet you would. You could.
Oh, yeah.
I bet we had Stefanos. He could set fire to someone's underpants.
Their whole body. Yeah. We've been through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to see some of your art. We've got some clips if you're listening on YouTube, and we have Chaos here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Such a pleasure to be here.
And you kind of have an extra specialty as well in sex positivity, and you can tell us more about that.
Absolutely.
So, Nancy, what is new? I know that you had a recent show in Richmond.
Yeah. Yeah.
Point Richmond.
Yeah.
Point Richmond?
You interviewed me in 2017. That was 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I had put a death to my art, and I was never going to do erotic art again. In fact, I had a sort of a shredding of the canvases last year.
I'm sure your husband was not thrilled about that.
No, he said.
I mean, I get it that you're like, I need to rebirth.
He's still mad at me for that.
But,
He's
you know,
still
you're
mad. I said,
destroying
you know
art.
what? It's my art, and I
You
got
get
to
to
do it.
destroy
And
it if you need to.
I was really afraid of it. Really afraid of the power.
Why?
Because oh, it's a big story there.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
tell me more about what you were afraid of.
it was so radical when I
Mhm.
did it, and it was so different for me, and I lost a lot of friends and almost lost my children. You know.
Yeah,
And
totally.
yeah.
There's a lot of sex nativity in this world.
And I swore when I came back to painting, it was going to be vanilla. I was going to hang in sauce.
I'm going to be so normal.
I would be so normal. I'm going to paint flowers and
Flowers.
people. Yes.
Like Georgia
Yeah.
O'Keeffe.
Yeah, not even like that. That's too sexy.
Oh,
no, it wasn't going to be sexy.
Snap.
No more erotic. I buried the erotic. I went off and became a private chef for multimillionaires, and God forbid that they found out that I was an erotic artist, because they wouldn't let me in
Because
their
they have
house.
money, and then they think that the dominant culture paradigm should be upheld.
Yes, exactly. So
Boo.
I wasn't going to do it, and it was completely by absolute synchronicity when my sister visited in June. At the end of June, I wanted to take her over to the Black Pirates Cove, no, barbecue in Point Richmond, and it was vacant. There was nobody there except one person walking down the path there. And I said, oh, let's go ask them what happened to the owners here. What happened to the restaurant? And they said, oh, Susie and Tony Karachi own the Baltic Kiss now. And my sister piped up. She said, I worked with Tony 30 years ago at Paradise Lounge as a bartender. And she said, I'm supposed to go see them. I said, let's go. So we went over to this really little sort of off the wall bar. And I don't drink anymore. It's been 3 years. I've been sober. And I'm sitting there sipping my tea, and I'm looking around at this bar, and there's nudity on the walls. And I'm like, I have some paintings at home that could use a place to hang. And I met the owner, and I said, could I bring my paintings over, and could you hang them? Because like they're just sitting in my garage, the few that I have. And she said, send me some pictures. So I did. And she said, well, I can't give you the whole wall, but you could do a burlesque show once a month in July, August, and September. And I said, no, thank you. I don't want to do that.
Well, because it's only one night, and then
Yeah.
you have to put it up and take it down, and put it up and take it down. I
right.
get it.
I just wanted it to hang somewhere because it's not being shown in my house. I'm
Sure.
sort of, you know, so Anyway, after about
I totally have Nancy Peaches in my house.
you do.
I do. And I actually have an Airbnb, and I have a lot of lesbians come in and they're like, "Oh, I love the art."
Yeah.
I mean, you can make it work. It just, it takes I think you also have to like believe that other people accept the way that we are freaky and queer, and because I mean, it's hard to be different than the dominant culture paradigm, right?
It is. It is. It is. And there's
And
parts
it's
of
easier
me
to
that
stay silent, but then
in
it kind of
shame,
feels bad over time.
Yeah. Yeah. I was not feeling good about leaving this life. And my husband even said, that ship has sailed. You had your chance at being a full-time artist. It's over.
Oh.
It's time for you to make money and go to get a job. I know.
Get a job.
But you see, I had to refinance our house. I almost lost our house. We got evicted, all kinds of things.
Yeah, no, it's
So,
hard. It's hard to be a full-time artist for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.